Hey everybody, Dylan from Noble Records coming at you with another video. Yesterday, man, I had the craziest day of vinyl finds I think I might have ever had. So I'll just start off and let you know what happened. So first of all, I have a couple buddies down in Spartanburg area, and they decided they were going to sell me some stuff. I told them about this big pop-up I have coming up. I said I need a lot of good stuff, and they pulled a bunch of stuff out of their collection to help me out. And so I got maybe 1,000 records from them. And then on the way, there's a guy I've been wanting to check out. He said he had a bunch of stuff in a warehouse. He sent me some pictures. They did not look good, so I haven't wanted to go over there, and I just haven't given it a chance. So it was on the way, so I was like, you know what? I'll stop and check it out. So this is just a little lesson. So first I'll go over the one with the guy with the warehouse. So it's just a little lesson for you. Don't judge a book by the cover. These are the pictures he sent. Now, as you can see, boxes are all stacked on top of each other. They look terrible. Nothing looks good. And he said, this is like, you know, some really good classic rock stuff and some funk and soul and jazz. And it just looks so poorly managed, and looks like it's in bad shape, and looks like a lot of stuff might even be warped. So I really had no desire to go look at this stuff. But like I said, since I was on the way, I stopped in to check, and boy was I in for a surprise. So when I got in there, I looked. He had it was on a pallet, and it was basically. He said it came from two different collections. One was a DJ collection, and he said, and the other one is a collection that he got from a storage unit that was a bunch of like new wave and punk and stuff. And I was like, what? And there's these two crates that were not in the picture. He did not include these in the picture. Two full crates of like killer punk and new wave stuff. So that was one of the hauls. And so this is probably the best of that new wave stuff. Here's a clip. Also with that haul came a bunch of like rare soul stuff, rare blues and jazz stuff. Not a whole lot of blues and jazz, but I will say the majority of it was stuff that is like dollar bin stuff. I mean, it's not great, but I ended up getting about 1,200 records, and maybe 200 of them are really good, and you know, easy to sell and stuff like that. So that one was just an excellent, man. I drove away from that really excited to get those. That's the kind of thing you really don't see very much around here. I don't know where you guys are from, but around North Carolina, you don't see a bunch of punk and new wave and stuff like that. It's just not around. So from there, we drove down to Spartanburg to meet up with my buddies, Garrison and Corey. Shout out to you guys. You guys are great friends. And everyone's like, how do you find all this crazy stuff? Well, a lot of times the people I get it from are my friends. Make friends, man. So these guys have been my friends for 7 to 8 years probably, and I've sold them a ton of stuff, and they've sold a lot of it back. But both of them are really getting into jazz, and that's, you know, has much to do with Chris, Tunes from the Man Cave, has gotten them into jazz. And so since they've been getting into jazz, they've been trying to sell some stuff that's like a lot of the classic rock stuff that they just haven't listened to in a while, and it's not really important to them as much anymore. And so that's what a lot of this stuff is now. These guys are serious collectors, so this stuff is Japanese pressings, Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab stuff, box sets, all that stuff. So there's some killer stuff in here. My friend Garrison, he had a bunch of amazing box sets, which you guys know I love box sets. So anyways, check this out. This is just kind of some of the better stuff out of that haul. This is the hoard of stuff. You know, a lot of box sets. I've showed you that already. A lot of really killer stuff. So, yeah. So, it was a big day for me. I was really, really excited to get this stuff. Like I said, this is one of the best hauls I've ever had. And, you know, I'm not holding up a bunch of stuff and showing you because I'm just letting those flip videos speak for itself. So a lot of this really cool stuff is going to be at my next pop-up. That's this coming Saturday, August 17th at Divine Barrel Brewing in Charlotte, North Carolina from noon to 4 p.m. If you're in the area, or even if you're not, if you got plans, cancel them. Whatever you got to do, get over there because I'm going to have about 5,000 records. It's going to be some really, really, really good stuff. So I'm really excited to see a lot of this stuff. I'd mentioned in my last video those Jimi Hendrix UHQR pressings. These right here. So I wanted one so bad and was so worried that I wouldn't get one, and now I have 3. So that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. I'm excited. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit subscribe. I do videos like this all the time. And check us out on Instagram and Facebook and all that. Links are in the description of this video. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.